Hesed v'shalom, Ahavah v'rachamim, Chesed v'shalom, Ahavah v'rachamim, Chesed v'shalom.
Welcome everybody to our Shalvah program this week. And this week we're going to be looking at this this chant that was written by Bon Singer and Elah, a group that Nina used to sing with back in the Bay Area. And it just has 4 words: Ahavah, v'rachamim, Chesed, v'shalom. And the interesting thing about these words is these are all words that in one way or another could be translated by the word love in English, and yet they have very different resonances in Jewish tradition. The first one, Ahavah, is the normal word for love, certainly in modern Hebrew, and it appears in the Torah and the Tanakh to describe love between people, and also the love between God and human beings. And it's, as we studied about a few weeks back, it's used in the Shema and the Ve'ahavta, you should love God. And it is a kind of love that is mutual. That's the idea of Ahavah. Ahavah is a mutual love that in some ways depends on a response in the other. So the idea that human beings should love God is in part a response to what God has done. What God has forged a relationship with human beings. God has created the world. God has created human life. And it's in some ways in response to that that we love God. So there's something in some ways motivated about that relationship, the mutuality of it. And similarly for God's love for humanity, that's also motivated by what human beings at least are capable of. So Ahavah tends to be a love that's motivated, and we sometimes feel like that kind of love might be inauthentic in some way if it's motivated by some kind of thing that happens in the other. But I think that it is supposed to be an authentic form of love. It just is talking about mutuality, that, that's what intensifies love, is when we see the person that we love reacting to us, that draws the bond closer. And so too, in talking about the love between God and human beings, when God, as it were, sees us acting in ways that are in accordance with what God's desires and hopes for humanity are, then that intensifies God's love for us. And when we see, in some ways, God acting in this way that is, we see God's creation, for example, or we see things happening in our lives that feel like blessings, that intensifies our love for God. So Ahavah, the first one, really is about mutuality. Rachamim is a word sometimes translated love, sometimes it's translated, especially in modern Hebrew, as mercy. But rachamim has its root in the word rechem, meaning womb, and we associate it, especially in Hebrew, with motherly love. And it is a sort of love that is, sometimes the word is translated as compassion. It's not necessarily motivated by what the object of our love might do in our direction or how they might feel about us. In fact, it's just reaching out and feeling compassion for another human soul, or even God feeling compassion for humanity. Sometimes exactly at the moment when humanity is not doing the things that God would wish us to do. And similarly, having compassion is one of the ways that we reach out to other human beings when they're not doing things that we would want. Maybe they're not doing the things we hope that they would do. And precisely in that moment, we have this, sometimes we are able to have compassion for them and to have love for them, even though there's nothing they're doing that is motivating that love. The fourth one, chesed, is even more detached from what the object of the love is doing, because chesed is said to be unmotivated love. It's sometimes translated as loving kindness, which is a tough translation because we don't use that word for anything else in English very much. But the idea of chesed, it's completely unmotivated love. And again, it's often said to be the model of God's love for humanity, because God loves humanity in this way that's not because we're great. When it says that God loves the people Israel in the Torah, even in the Torah and the Tanakh, and let alone in rabbinic literature, it says it's not because we're wonderful. It's not because Israel is such a fantastic, the best people in the world that God loves us. The love of God for Israel is unmotivated. In fact, that's because of that love, God brings us out of Egypt. Because of that love, God takes us to Mount Sinai and gives us the Torah. But it's not because of anything we did. It's simply love, unmotivated love. And in some ways, we, in our best moments, can have that kind of love for other human beings as well, and even for God, not motivated by anything, just because kind of love. It's the kind of love that in Christian tradition is called grace, because it's not motivated by something that is done, not motivated by humanity, something God freely grants to human beings. But in Jewish tradition, chesed is also something we can have for each other. And it's in some ways, the highest form of love that we can have for another human being. And because especially we can have it for someone we don't even know, for a stranger halfway across the world, we could exhibit chesed. And then finally, shalom, right? We know the word shalom is usually translated as peace, but it comes from the root shalem, which means wholeness, something that's whole. And that seems to be the original meaning of the word shalom, is that it was something that was whole, that was not in pieces. And so there's something about the wholeness that we seek when we love, and the wholeness that we feel when we are loved, that's expressed in that word shalom. So I think, in part, the chant is meant to take us through these different kinds of love, different experiences of love that we can have in our lives, and try to get us to connect with each of them, so that we can feel all those different streams of love coursing through us, coursing through all humanity, and coursing through our relationship with the divine.
So, we're going to do a loving kindness meditation, because what better meditation to do when connecting to a chant like this? So, I am going to invite you to place your feet on the floor if you can. Rest your hands gently in your lap. And if you're comfortable, to close your eyes, or if you'd prefer to have them gazing softly a few feet in front of you, that's fine too. And just coming into our bodies, just settling into this moment, feeling our breath, feeling all the points of contact. See if you can become aware of your eyelids covering your eyes, your lips resting together, your hair on your neck, where your shoulders are in space, where your head is in space, your spine, upright but relaxed, feeling your seat, feeling the bottoms of your feet in your shoes or on the floor, just comfortable. And then bringing attention to your breath, taking a few deep breaths, maybe first to settle in. Just gentle, deep breaths. And then letting your breath return to just natural, unaffected breathing. And paying attention to what your breathing is doing today. Becoming curious. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Is it faster or slower? It's all fine. You don't have to change it. Just becoming aware of what your body's doing, what your breath is doing right now, in this moment. If there are sounds around you, that's fine. You can notice them, note them, let them go. And likewise, if thoughts flicker in, as they will, that's fine. Note it as thinking and let it float away, bringing your attention back to your body and your breath. You are in your body right now. So at any point in our meditation, if your attention wanders, just bring it back to your body or your breath, whichever is the easier anchor for you. And once you're back in the present, you can join us in our loving kindness meditation. So you can use whatever words you want. You can use the words that Rabbi Zeff translated from the chant, or you can use the words that I'm going to offer, which are similar. Whatever resonates with you. So holding yourself in the most compassionate way. And if it helps, you can think of yourself as a small child. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I feel ease. May I be safe. May I be well. Really feeling what those words mean. May I be filled with loving kindness. What does that feel like? How do you embody loving kindness? May I live with ease. May I be safe. May I feel peace. If at any point you're wandering away, just bring yourself back to your breath or your body. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be safe. May I live with ease. May I feel peace. Now bringing someone to mind who is a beloved teacher or benefactor, someone who has helped you in your life. Once you have that person fixed in your mind, hold that person, and we'll offer that person, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe and well. May you be happy. May you feel peace. May you live with ease. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe and well. May you be happy. May you live with ease. Remembering to come back to your breath and your body if the images are not as steady, helping to bring yourself back to this moment. Now we cast our net a little wider a lot wider, over our whole world, including all the people we love and care about and all the people who challenge us. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be happy. And may you live with ease. Feeling that life-sustaining breath in your body. Feeling the way that you feel in this moment. And then when you're ready, opening your eyes. Ahavah v'rachamim chesed v'shalom 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 ahavah v'rachamim chesed v'shalom.
I hope we can all take into the rest of our week and Shabbat feeling of being safe, being loved, feeling the different courses of love flowing through us, appreciating them and passing them on to the others in our lives. Thank you for being with us today.